Revenge, the sweetest morsel to the mouth that ever was cooked in hell. Love rules the court, the camp, the grove, and men below, and the saints above, for love is heaven, and heaven is love. All men who have turned out worth anything have had the chief hand in their own education. For he that is good, having the unlimited power to do evil, deserves praise not only for the good which he performs, but for the evil which he forbears. Is death the last sleep? No, it is the last and final awakening. Each age has deemed the newborn year the fittest time for festal cheer. We are like the herb which flourisheth most when trampled upon. Fight on, brave knights. Man dies, but glory lives. Fight on, death is better than defeat. Fight on, brave knights. For bright eyes behold your deeds. I have heard men talk about the blessings of freedom, he said to himself, but I wish any wise man would teach me what use to make of it now that I have it. Silence, maiden, thy tongue outruns thy discretion. Envy thee not thy faith, which is ever in thy mouth but never in thy heart nor in thy practice. We shall never learn to feel and respect our real calling and destiny, unless we have taught ourselves to consider everything as moonshine, compared with the education of the heart. It was woman that taught me cruelty, and on woman therefore I have exercised it. Breathes there the man with soul so dead, who never to himself hath said, this is my own, my native land. Love will subsist on wonderfully little hope but not altogether without it. Come he slow or come he fast, it is but death that comes at last. Heap on more wood, the wind is chill, but let it whistle as it will, we'll keep our Christmas merry still. One crowded hour of glorious life is worth an age without a name. Wounds sustained for the sake of conscience carry their own balsam with the blow. Success or failure in business is caused more by the mental attitude even than by mental capacities. I will tear this folly from my heart, though every fiber bleed as I rend it away. I have sought but a kindred spirit to share it, and I have found such in thee. When true friends meet in adverse hour, 'tis like a sunbeam through a shower, a watery way an instant seen, the darkly closing clouds between. In the wide pile, by others heeded not, hers was one sacred solitary spot, whose gloomy aisles and bending shelves contain for moral hunger food, and cures for moral pain. No word of commiseration can make a burden feel one feather's weight lighter to the slave who must carry it. He that climbs the tall tree has one right to the fruit, he that leaps the wide gulf should prevail in his suit. 1 hour of life, crowded to the full with glorious action, and filled with noble risks, is worth whole years of those mean observances of paltry decorum. How nearly can what we most despise and hate, approach in outward manner to that which we most venerate? There is no better antidote against entertaining too high an opinion of others than having an excellent one of ourselves at the very same time. Discretion is the perfection of reason, and a guide to us in all the duties of life. Rebecca, she who could prefer death to dishonor must have a proud and powerful soul. He that is good, having the unlimited power to do evil, deserves praise not only for the good which he performs, but for the evil which he forbears. Thy resolution may fluctuate on the wild and changeful billows of human opinion, but mine is anchored on the rock of ages. He that is without name, without friend, without coin, without country, is still at least a man, and he that has all these is no more. Teach your children poetry, it opens the mind, lends grace to wisdom and makes the heroic virtues hereditary. Crystalline hearts would lose all their merit in the world if it were not for their fragility. Thus do men throw on fate the issue of their own wild passions. We resign to civil society our natural rights of self-defense only on condition that the ordinances of law should protect us. Such a visage, joined to the brawny form of the holy man, spoke rather of sirloins and haunches than of peas and pulse. The abstract idea of a spirit certainly implies that it has neither substance, form, shape, voice, or anything which can render its presence visible or sensible to human faculties. There are few more melancholy sensations than those with which we regard scenes of past pleasure when altered and deserted.